Hey everyone, I'm Joe. This is Suraj, and we are students here at USF. So our idea is very simple. It's kind of like a Duolingo for writing rather than just reading and learning. So the inspiration behind this is we have kids in our houses, and these days people are they are bored getting used to technology, and writing is kind of a habit that we learn as kids, and there's a lot of research which goes back to say that this writing habit actually improves our a lot of neural pathways, and also there's another aspect to that, which is like focus on typing and technology actually uh, does not bode well for kids learning to write. So the idea is what we do is we just build a few customized deep neural networks, which are like lightweight, can run on like many devices, a group of networks. For now, we've just built a few, and they kind of help in and also like a gamified interface like Duolingo that can help kids to write. So the existing solutions right now, I mean, there are like tracing apps which you can can draw on top of, and they are not really they're not really helping kids. You can just go around it and then be done with it, right? You don't really actually write, and it doesn't do any kind of image recognition. And also as I mentioned, Duolingo, which is for reading and learning but not writing.
About novelty itself, right? What's different in our app? So if you see, most of the apps are basically like trace apps, right? They already give you the image and you trace over it, so there's nothing smart about it. So we're actually using freeform drawing and leveraging CNN. So it's basically like scale invariant, size invariant, and it's still going to find out. And also another thing that we're trying to implement is gamification and kind of promote habit building and have fun with learning itself. And also the next thing is user experience. It should be simple, all ages should be able to use it. And the last thing is, fundamentally we start with letters, but we also go on to total words, maybe optimize for calligraphy and things like that. Let's look at a quick demo of what I've sort of built. So this is like the dashboard of where a user would come, and he can just look at, hey, what's his longest streak, what's the total XP he's ever gained, the daily XP. Since we've initially done it for English letters, it says that, hey, letters totally mastered were 14. This is like your comparison of your habits, learning habits with a top performer within the application, right? So this is a quick demo of how it will actually look. So I click on learn, and I'm not sure why the audio didn't work, but the audio basically says, hey, A for apple, and it shows you kind of how to draw the A. And then basically I would try and draw A and say submit. Cool, we got A, right? And now it's sort of saying, hey, can you do S? I'm saying, yeah, but I'm learning English for the first time, let's say. I give an L. And finally, let's just try K, right? Quickly. It's okay. Yeah, it works. So, what you're trying to see here, what you should be saying here is, it really doesn't depend on how exactly you write. Everybody writes their caves very differently, right? So it's sort of that's what a CNN model does. It looks at lots of handwritten examples and kind of understands how humans kind of write, and gives it back. Yeah.
All right, we're going to hand it to the judges now for questions. Are you using your own model, or are you outsourcing from somewhere?
Yeah. So we did find a nice data set of handwritten English letters, and we basically built our own CNN model on that. Yeah.
Very cool.
We tried out different open source models already, but some of them, most of them are for typed characters, but not for handwritten digits, right? So we kind of used a data set from, I don't remember the exact name of it, but it was from 1999. But the model that we tried earlier was test track, but that didn't work well. So we kind of tuned our own, trained our own model, which is really lightweight.
Could this be expanded to like other languages?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, who are the customers you're aiming for with Graphien?
Yeah, so with Graphien, actually, this would complement your learning with, let's say, Duolingo. Duolingo basically teaches you only how to speak the language, but is it teaching you how to write the language? Us as international students, before we even came here, I mean, we had a lot of, maybe when I was like 15 or 16, I used to actually go to English class, basically attending every day and sort of learning. A teacher would come up and say, hey, A for apple, and then you kind of draw it. So, yeah, so I'm just saying as an example. So yeah, this could be, complementing another learning app that you're using. But yeah, I mean, like, if it was good enough, an app could, sort of acquire this and use it within their platform.
Okay, so engage language learners who want to use, who like using apps.
And also, this can work for non-trivial languages like Mandarin and Japanese as well. So, which has a lot more variability than English.
Yeah, this is I love the idea because I have 2 kids and they use ABC Learn House and a bunch of other apps. And as a parent, I'm happy to pay for the subscriptions. So, not just Duolingo, but this could be an application for those kind of apps.
Absolutely. So yeah, kids are basically hooked onto their iPads all the time. What if you could gamify it and like build some good habits within learning and make them use it? And plus, this really runs really fast. I mean, if you were seeing it, the latency is pretty low because it uses TensorFlow Lite, and it pretty much runs through this really fast.
So my follow-up question is, can you make an iPad app out of this?
Absolutely. We're business and analytics majors. We don't have any experience with full stack applications. This is our first ever hackathon. This is all we could make in the last week. So.
Thank you so much.